It's the 58th. I'm leaving Salisbury, making my way to Massachusetts today. Good morning, guys. I'm back on trail today. It's supposed to start raining around like 2 o'clock, and it's not supposed to stop for a day, maybe two. So I'm in for a wet couple of days. That's all right. I've been lucky so far without like too much rain, so I'll deal with it. Today is I think 7.8 miles plan. I have 2 climbs, Lion's Head, that I'm about to start right now, and at the end of the day there's Bear Mountain. If I'm correct, this is the highest point in Connecticut. And sorry, there's a mosquito. Go away. Okay. Yeah, that's the first big climb that I'm gonna do since I start back. So I want to do it. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but we'll see how it goes. Possible that I will do it in the rain too, so we'll see. After Bears Mountain, I'm gonna get into Massachusetts, so I will be able to cross another state from the list. So that's exciting. That's really exciting. I forgot 2 things yesterday when I was doing my video. First thing is that if I combine all the miles that I've done so far, I've passed 500 miles, so I was really happy about this. I just realized it yesterday. And the other thing is, I don't know if you can see it behind me, but there are walls, like stone walls, all over the forest. And yesterday I stopped at a place. It's a place that take care of the land, like agriculture, forest, lake, everything. And I asked the nice guy that was there if he knew what those walls were about. And I got the answer. I've been wondering for a couple of days because there's a lot of those walls. So if you're ever interested, those walls were made with rocks that were taken out of the land to farm it or to build industrial facilities. So at one point, like 200 years ago, there was no forest here. It was all like bare lands. So they took out the rocks to be able to use the land, and they made those stone walls to as borders to different properties. So after 200 years, the forest is taking back his right, but those walls are still there. So that's a little bit of history from New England. It seems that it's really typical of like New England. So here we go. That was a little bit of history. So let's go for today's hike. And as usual, I'm bringing you with me. Hey guys, I'm presently at Thruhike shelter. I'm having lunch. It's raining. It's not raining crazy, but it's raining. I came here because I wanted a dry place to have lunch, and there was a lot of thunderstorm, and I'm about to start climbing Bear Mountain, so I wanted to see if it would stop, and so I don't have to climb that mountain with thunder. Anyway, so right now I'm just relaxing, finishing lunch, and I'll reassess the situation. I need to hike on anyway, so I will probably be hiking in the rain. So, yep. Oh yeah, and also I got stung by, I think it was wasp, but I didn't see anything. I just got like 2 stings, one on my hand and one on my belly. It's okay now. I took some Benadryl. I'm actually a little bit like tired right now, so I might do a small nap before I go on. It's not super swollen, it's not painful anymore, but it was burning like crazy when it happened. So it's raining fairly heavily right now, and obviously this is the moment I get to the beginning of the ascent of Bear Mountain. The trail is rapidly transforming itself in a little river, so well, my feet are wet right now. This is part of the descent from Bear Mountain. It's hard to give a good perspective, but it's going straight down. It's all rock, it's all wet. It's really slippery, and it's taking forever, but at least it's not thunderstorming anymore. Oh my! I almost lost my water filter in that thing. I was just like leaning forward to collect water, and it just fell from my back, and it just like went with the flow. I was just like, oh my god, water filter! So I just like, there's water up to my knees. I was just like, screw it, I'm going. So I got it back, but oh my god, I was wet, now I'm really wet. Can we be like wetter? I don't know. Okay, like this is the campsite I wanted to stop at for tonight. My problem is that there's that brook here. It's not terrible. I mean, I could definitely go over it, but it's supposed to rain all night and all day tomorrow, and I don't know what it's gonna look like tomorrow, and I don't want to get stuck there. So I think that even though it's 4:30 and I'm getting a little bit tired of like having rain on my head, I'm gonna continue. It's 1.7 miles to the next one, and there's no like crossing water, so I should be good. Fortunately, it's supposed to get worse in terms of rain around 6, so that won't give me a lot of time to like get my stuff out and away from the rain, but whatever, we'll deal with it. So let's continue for a little hour probably. I had to cross it anyway, but better now than tomorrow, I think. Hey guys, finally made it to Laurel Ridge campsite. I'm set up. It's raining. It will rain all night and all day tomorrow. Everything is already kind of damp. I'm trying to control like the entrance of water. I mean, like my floor is dry, but I mean I had to get out of the tent to put my food in the bear box. So every time I get out and in, I mean there's like dirt, mud, water, everything gets into the tent, so it's not super fun. And I'm already experiencing pretty bad condensation, but there's no way I can, like, I've opened, there's 2 vents that I've opened, but I cannot keep like one of the door open. It's raining. It's just too rainy actually. So yeah, so I'm gonna probably get rain in my tent from the condensation, but whatever, we'll see tomorrow. It was a weird day. It started okay, then like it started to rain way earlier than it was supposed to, so I got kind of caught on top of Bear Mountain in a thunderstorm, so that was kind of scary. So I didn't spend much time. You'll see there's no video, absolutely nothing. I ran almost on top. Anyway, there was no view. There was like clouds everywhere. Getting down off Bear Mountain is quite an experience, and in the rain it was hard. So again, it was hard a little bit to film. Then this morning I got stung by I don't know what. It's doing okay. I took Benadryl. It's not like swollen or anything. It's not painful anymore, but it was really painful. I dropped my water filter in the water source and I had to like run for it. It was scary. And then I changed the plan because I was scared of, I was not scared of getting on the other side of the brook, but I was scared that tomorrow morning with all the rain it would be impossible, and I didn't want to get stuck in the campground. That would have been like not super fun. So I walked like 1.7 miles more than what I was intending in the first place. I'm still under my 10 miles that I didn't want to like go over for the first weeks. I ended up doing, I think it's 8.9 or something like that. My hip is a little bit sore tonight. I mean, hiking in the rain is not like hiking when it's beautiful. I'm tensed. When I go faster, it's harder to really like focus and walk without tension on that hip. So I think it played a role. So I'll have to figure out something tomorrow because it's supposed to rain like all day again. Yeah, I passed in Massachusetts, so I'm happy. Connecticut is over, and I'm starting a new state. So that's the fun part. And yeah, that's about it, I would say. It was quite a day actually. So right now I'll try to get a little bit of sleep, and hopefully I took some anti-inflammatory, try to help with my hips, so I'll see tomorrow how it goes. Either I'm sticking to my plan, which will like make a really small day, or I push a little further because I pushed a little further today and I'm getting closer to Great Barrington, so my last day in town, my day in town is smaller and I get down like earlier. So that's kind of tempting, but I will really see how the hip is doing. So hopefully I'll be able to sleep a little bit, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.